In the war against dull online learning, you need strong allies on your side. We caught up with Angela Webb, Global Talent Director of PageGroup, to find out what makes a superheroic partnership.
One of them is attrition. Being a sales business, we have some real attrition challenges at key areas within the employee life cycle that we felt that actually having a better LMS could help us move the needle on. And secondly, we have a very strong talent development culture within our business. What we were looking the LMS to do was to help us with speed to productivity at certain levels in the organisation, help us with knowledge application rather than knowledge recall. So our people being, people that are salespeople, they like to do things. So we wanted them to be able to apply their knowledge rather than having to think what they've done in a classroom. So to be more immediate, more just in time. And we also wanted to have a better way of engaging with that really overused section of the population, millennials, but also to engage some of the managers in some parts of the world more with the training of their consultants rather than just leaving it to the talent development team. So there's a bit of a possible win of actually getting the managers to recheck their skills and knowledges as well at the same time. I think the first most important element was the fact that we are a global business, but we have a really strong regionalised cultures and also country cultures. So we wanted an LMS that will enable us to have a global platform, but then almost like buying a cake. We could then slice it up for each country or region, and there'd be common themes running through it, but then each country would be able to do what they needed to do to make sure that they were engaging their people as much as possible. And we also wanted to have a platform where we could have all of our training material in one place. We wanted to be able to show either new consultants or new managers or new directors, right, this is your learning path. These are the kind of things you're going to do. This you'll do with your manager, this you'll do with the talent development team, this you'll do on your own. So we wanted to be able to give them, again, because a lot of our people are quite visual, we wanted to be able to give them a really visual view of how they were going to be supported to be able to do the job that they were doing with the business. So we wanted to make sure that we were able to leverage mobile learning, leverage virtual classrooms more. We wanted to look at the trends that were coming, and two of the things that we picked up on that we knew would really appeal to our population was gamification and then also social learning, because that's something that we knew that most of our population would be engaged with outside of work. So there's a lot of skills in people's heads that we weren't leveraging. And by actually having a social learning platform that was, where people could actually share how to do some of the things, we felt that maybe, someone sitting in New York who's brilliant at doing a certain part of the role could actually share those skills with someone who was sitting in Glasgow, for example. When I started the project in January of last year, GE, funnily enough, was actually one of the first companies I spoke to because I thought the website looked really cool and interesting. And actually we're the first company that we met face to face when we started the RFP process. A couple of things that are always really important to me and to us as a business when we're looking to partner with someone. We want to work with people that basically have got a flexible, open view, and growth seems to represent that. But secondly, being an organically grown company, we have some really core values that are at the heart of everything that we do and everything that we talk about. And it seemed that the more people that we met from growth, that we could see some of those values represented in the people at growth. And that might sound a bit cheesy, but I think you need some like-minded or like values when you're going to partner on a project that's going to have challenges, that's going to be stretching, to make sure that you've all got the same views of where you actually want to get to at the end of it. And I think, growth genuinely was the only business that for me ticked those two boxes. I think the level of support was fantastic from both the tech team and from the customer support team. The challenges that we have are more around the technical side of things, because I think we had decided that we wanted to have single sign-on, and that we wanted to have an automated data feed to get all of our population onto the platform that was regularly updated. I think all in all, I've been involved in quite a number of software implementations over the years, and I think this is probably the one where we felt that we got the most reactive and positive support when we actually went to the business. We've only launched it in the UK so far, so we launched it in the UK in February to roughly about 1,200 users, which was just our operational population. But I think from the UK so far, the response has been really positive. You know, people were saying the fact that, you know, they liked the fact that everything it was all in one place. They liked the fact that they could get badges and be in competition with other people. So we've got a positive response so far. Globally, people have got such an appetite for it because they're hearing things coming out of the UK. But I think so far there is a constant appetite for new content, which is great. If we look forward 18 months, the talent development team's role will have changed, that they'll be doing less classroom training at the junior end, because it will be more about practical application, because we use the platform to give them the theory and the knowledge beforehand and work to do with their managers, and then knowledge check and assessment to do with their managers afterwards, so they can apply the knowledge actually within the training. That then means that the talent development team's role will change, and there's a great career path for them, because they won't have to spend as much time focusing on the junior population. They'll be able to be trained to actually be able to deliver manager training, coaching, mentoring, that side of things, which again means that there is a good path for them, which keeps them motivated, but also means that we are getting a better return on investment of our talent teams for the business as a whole. Yes, I would. I think one piece of advice to anyone that's looking to put in a new learning management system, or whatever you want to call it, digital learning platform, is to be really clear about what your objectives are, and to make sure there's a good match with the objectives of the business that you're going to partner with. And also, as I said earlier, making sure that there's some meeting of the minds and some common values that you've got, you know, irrespective of what the platforms can do. But yes, from our point of view, so far, it's been a really great relationship. And we've also had some laughs as well, which has been really, really important at certain times. So yeah, I would recommend, but make sure you know what you're looking for. Otherwise, both sides are going to have a really challenging time.